It's time for the Madden series to start its fifth postseason. And, of course, I don't know if you guys can hear the echo, but I do have a friend with me.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I just hope that doesn't become a problem later in the show.
Alright, well...
Not to put you on the spot or anything, that's just I'm saying.
Oh, is it my echo?
It's not your echo, it's my echo.
Ah.
So,
Well...
in any case, I'm just going to share with this... I can't even talk. I will share this with several people.
I got it shared. I tweeted it out, and I've got it shared out on... I'm going to try it on Facebook and see if I can draw some eyes.
Well...
There we go.
And, well, there's Chaos Reaper. Of course, you don't have a game today because this involves the bottom four, or the bottom two seeds in each conference, since there's even amount.
Oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting series this time, as is with conferences.
Yeah, because there wasn't an even amount at the time. Okay, let me just get my pop-out chat and we're set.
Alright.
So really the only people that would know is the notification squad. Well...
I've got...
Okay,
I got it popped out on Facebook, and I'm going to add a comment.
Well, Chaos Reaper, you guys are going to take on Detroit in the divisional round. And Dallas is going to take on the winner of San Francisco-Atlanta. Conversely, Denver has the top seed, and they'll face either Jacksonville or the Jets in the divisional round. And Cincinnati and Miami will face each other as in the same round as well. Also, hey, what's up, Jet? Joshua James.
Hey, Josh. Oh, I was laughing at Reaper's comment because it got through before he retracted it.
So, alright, so Joshua's here, so, I believe he is on Jacksonville, I think. Let me double check just to make sure. Because sometimes even I can forget these things. But if Joshua's here, then we'll do his game first. I mean, it's only the right thing to do. Right, Glitton-san?
Oh, yeah. It is very true. I heard a rumor that the Washington football team is thinking about just keeping the name as is permanently.
Really?
Really? Dan Schneider is not anything but a troll.
Okay, so he's on the Jaguars. All right, so it's Jacksonville versus the Jets.
Awesome. Even though they should be called the New Jersey Jets. I'm going to die on that hill.
I still don't get that part. Like, I get that, you know, New York is a very crowded city, and you know, you need somewhere to put it.
The reason is marketing. That's all it is. Plus, the NFL's headquarters is in New York. so they can't actually have a team there. But it's marketing because nobody likes New Jersey.
I mean, I could see it.
The best thing, the best thing for New Jersey is the Devils. But I've been there; it's not fun.
I'm just trying to get closer
It would.
to.
Oh, no problem. It would be funny, Reaper, but like on Madden '07, I would literally turn it into the World Football League. I would take control over every team and move them all across the world. The Seahawks would be in Boise. I would move the Patriots to Greenland.
There we go. All right, so we have
Just for fun.
Jacksonville at New York. So all that's left for me to do is let the remaining competitors know. Joshua's here. So let me get JT Price.
I haven't seen a lot of these teams lately, so this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Because usually on the offensive side of the ball, you don't see either one of these teams on the field for very long.
No, especially when it comes to playoff football. It's usually they're one and done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jacksonville had a magical season in 17, but then what happened to that?
They used to. Their problem has always been they usually have a really good defense, but they just could not get the offense going. That's been their traditional problem.
So it's kind of the opposite of some teams where they have great offense, but they just can't stop anybody.
Yep. Cleveland has had that problem for a while, too.
And also, hey, Blaze Radio, what's up? Although I can't say that that's the problem anymore, given the fact that Cleveland doesn't suck anymore.
Yep.
So
they finally found a decent quarterback.
Decent quarterback. They also, I mean, of course, it also helped that their opponent, Pittsburgh, kind of fell off a cliff.
Yeah, that's true, but they've also got a really good 1-2 punch in the running game now, because despite Hunt's shortcomings as a person, he's still got the ability to play, and Jarvis Landry, to me, has the best hands in the league. Hands down.
Yeah, very hands-on, so to speak, pun intended.
Oh, yeah, he's...
Excuse me.
Blaze. No, Cliff.
All right.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because both teams have new quarterbacks, new cogs on the offensive side of the ball. So
yep,
we'll see how this rolls out.
Yep, just letting Jinku, now Insane One.
No problem. But honestly, I have a feeling Tampa Bay is going to be a favorite to repeat because they've literally done something that nobody else has done, and this is in real life. They have got all their players back. Every single one.
Yeah, and they only just added to it, especially with their draft picks. Now, whether they actually play them or not, that's another story.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, any quarterback that learns under Brady is probably going to be solid. Maybe not great, but still solid. And I've seen throughout history, for every guy like Brady, you'll find a guy like Joe Namath who really shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But that's an argument for another day.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently Jinku was at school, so I guess we'll have to watch the replay.
I Yeah, I can understand that.
So while I'm doing this, you guys can go get some snacks. This is usually the good time to go get snacks while I'm contacting people, certain people.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting season in IRL. And it's also going to be an interesting season here in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to be doing IRL season, just as much as I'm looking forward to this season here on Madden. Just because of the fact that any of these 10 teams could possibly win it.
Oh yeah.
Now, granted, only a few teams actually got better on the offensive front.
Yeah, that's been plaguing Denver forever since Peyton kind of left. Was
No, I'm not
offense
contacting
just
Radio
wasn't
Rex.
getting it done.
Sorry.
No, just no, Blaze. No. He wouldn't even qualify to be a water boy.
Yeah, he would be undrafted, or if they still had 30 rounds of drafting, he'd probably be in the 28th round.
No, he would be in the 31st round.
They never had anything past 30.
That was the point of the joke.
I could see the point.
He's awful.
There we go.
Only way he'd score a touchdown is if everybody passed out from the smell.
All right. Okay, so now that we contacted everybody, there's only going to be 2 games, but these are big because whoever wins these will take on the top seeds. For this game, they will take on Denver in the next round. So, Clinton, this has a lot of bearings on for your team. And
I have a feeling we'll beat both of these teams.
And you could sleep in the janitor's closet. Oh gosh. So, so the only other thing I will announce just before I start the game is that a trade was consummated to send DKO to Denver in exchange for James Gamer. How do you feel about that, Clinton?
I think that helps because outside of Von Miller, Denver's been really hurting in the linebacker department. The secondary, they still got a good secondary, so it's not like that's gonna kill Denver at all.
And they got themselves a quarterback.
And they have a wideout and they have a running back now, so they've got weapons.
Mm-hmm. See Calais Campbell. That's who you're going to see in this game.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the
Well, let's see if he makes a difference. He's going to have to get pressure on the quarterback in order to disrupt the offense.
So yeah, these two teams, as we all know, are in the bottom of the barrel. So someone is going to win. Reaper, you don't know where Rex's mouth has been. No need to spit for his spit on your shoes. Absolutely, yeah, I agree with that. Crushing one, crushing Kelly.
And if I remember correct, Kelly, to answer your question in the Facebook chat, I think you're on Detroit.
Yep, you're on Detroit, so really, Detroit will be taking on Carolina in the next round, the divisional round. So for now, you just get to chill and enjoy the games for this time.
We always have to get through the wild card first.
Rex, you disgusting, vile person.
Why are you here?
All right, so they get to the 28-yard line, and here he is, the man of the hour, Jinku Gekoga, who is coming off a tremendous season with the Minnesota Vikings. He managed to win one playoff game, and while he had a great game against Dallas, Dallas just, by their defense, were able to get the job done.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Jets defense responds to him.
Oh, who got drafted for the teams today? Okay, so Jinku Gekoga is one of them. He's the quarterback for Jacksonville, and we'll go through the others as we go. A jet sweep against the Jets. Go figure. All right, so let's see the offense. So you have Insane One, who was drafted as a right tackle, and the other two players are on defense.
Oh yeah, that right tackle is going to help the Jaguars, but I'm just curious as to why they didn't move in the left.
I'm not sure, but actually, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But then again, it was just limited positions and whatnot.
Oh, I'm talking about for this game because Campbell's on the blind side.
Oh, I see.
And you really want to put your best tackle against the blind side. Sorry,
one of the
Jaguars.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I was responding to Joshua's comment too. Is that they need to?
Ooh,
Jaguars
nice run.
Need to keep that offense off the field.
They have a rather bad defense in the second half. So anyway, for the Jets, we have Lewis Black, who was drafted, as was Najee, who was drafted as a linebacker. So those are two defensive players for the Jets.
Oh yeah, that will definitely help address their issues on defense. So.
Yeah, because you have a good edge rusher, as they are apparently calling defensive ends now, and a linebacker. But in this case, Jinku was able to did he get enough yards? He did, for a first down. At the 48, approaching the halfway point.
Oh yeah, Jinku is gonna have to play ball control here and be accurate and patient with the football, because otherwise the Jets will probably take this. They have the home field advantage, and that can be big.
And Jacksonville gets another completion by Jinku. Jinku doing the smart thing, taking what the defense gives him as he gets it to Westbrook.
Yes, that's the best thing a quarterback can do, is just don't try to do the home run, don't try to play hero, just take what the defense gives you.
And they go for a run, but and that was a rush to Fournette, or by Fournette, excuse me, as Hewitt was able to get the tackle to prevent the first down. Third and 2, I can't talk. Also, hey, Walter, what's up, man? Stay tuned, because we're going to get to your game after this one, as we will see Atlanta at, or I'm sorry, San Francisco at Atlanta. My bad. DKO's not here. That's Clinton talking. Also, hey, Remnant Elementor, what's up?
And that is exactly what you did not want the Jags did not want to do.
Yeah, they failed to even get a first down right there, and So now it's either are you going to be able to kick it, or if not, punt it away.
Yeah,
They're going to kick
field
it.
position is going to be. Oh.
They're going to kick it. If they miss, and no good.
Hey, Wally.
Yeah. But anyway, what's up, Remnant? I'm just preparing for my stream, hopefully today at 5:30. I'm assuming Eastern, really.
Oh, and those are the worst kind, just outside the goalpost.
Yeah. And well, of course, Remnant, you don't have a game today, but you will have a game next week. So we're going to be doing these on Friday, or at least close to Friday, until the Super Bowl. Hope that's all right with you guys.
I'm good. And we're
and
see what
a carry by
happens with
Le'Veon Bell, who is apparently... Oh, this was before he moved over to Kansas City, now that I remember.
Oh, and that gives Jacksonville another huge weapon just because... Or Jets, I'm sorry. I need to wake up more.
It is EST. Okay, thank you. No, I don't blame you for feeling tired, Miss Kelly. Anyway, Jaguars, on the other hand, their offense and defense is practically on par with most teams, except for the Browns and Cowboys, go figure, but they get themselves open for even the most basic tactics.
Nice play by the Jaguars there.
Anyway, good. I didn't even get to see who... Oh, anyway, the quarterback is Elmeister, who was drafted along with wide receiver Diamond Light for the Jets on offense.
And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens if they can get that first down, because this will be kind of a huge way to set up the tone of the game.
And JT Price is the cornerback, whereas Joshua is the linebacker, and they get the first down. Big first down by Le'Veon Bell.
Oh yeah, Bell, despite his issues, is a very talented runner as well as a pass catcher. You do not want to doubt this guy.
Anyway, and he makes Harrison miss him. Good juke move there on Harrison, and Allen was able to get the tackle down.
So the best thing I can see for the Jets is, get the ball in the hands of Bell as early and as often as they
See,
can.
that's an example of what I mean. They hand it off again. This time they give up about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 with 30 seconds and counting. Persona 5 strikers like every week. So if you guys like Persona 5 or basically a variety of different games, excuse me. And Elmeister gets sacked by Allen.
Yikes.
And that's going to happen
again,
as we
fails him.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Elmeister. And wow, Allen just blew by his guy, and Elmeister didn't see him coming until it was too late. Because he was just about to throw. But yeah, if you guys like to if you guys like Persona 5 or Persona 5 Strikers, do check out Remnant Elementor. In fact, you guys can check out all the stuff that he's done, especially when it comes to the Phoenix Wright series. So I just wanted to plug in my good friend Remnant Elementor. He needs all the love he can get. And also, it's Lucky. And
After the stream, Remnant, I'll find you and give you a sub.
Yep. If you're especially into RPGs, he goes long, and it's a touchdown! Elmeister from off the first play gets it to his man, to his best friend, Diamond Light.
Nice connection.
And the Jets score first. Also, hey, Nicole McQueen, what's up? You're going to be in your game after this one. But Elmeister and Diamond Light, they connected on this big play. I mean, they're part of Mario Party TV, and it just goes to show the continuity on that team. And they get the point after touchdown, so it's 7-0 Jets. Any thoughts before I continue?
That play was well designed. The fact that Diamond Light is built like a tight end also helps to go up and get the football. But they need to continue doing stuff like that and keep the ball away from Elmeister and
what the hell? Okay, what did you not see that?
I'm losing my brain.
No, I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Did you not see that? Look at that.
I just saw that. You remember, I'm on a delay.
Oh my! Hopefully, want to get Super Mario Party soon. Oh, awesome! But also, hey, Najee, what's up, man? But that was the weirdest glitch I have ever seen.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a ghost coach.
I would have said Dave Casper.
That's probably Urban Meyer trying to hack his way into the game.
Probably. But anyway, Jinku back in the game, and now we'll find out what Jinku is going to have to do.
Yeah, that definitely proves point. He's got to keep the ball out of the hands of the Jets' offense.
All right, so the Jags. And they get the first down, and then some. Fumble! And it was recovered by Hewitt, and the Jets get the ball back.
Oh, that is not what you wanted. Oh, no.
I mean, great catch, but then number 33, I didn't see who number 33 was, but it was Hewitt who recovered it, and now the Jets have it back. And it was, okay, I still can't see his name.
And inside Jacksonville territory in addition.
Oh, man. If the Jags don't stop him here, it's going to be a long day for them, I will say that.
Oh, yeah. Because Jinku and company can only do so much offensively. So they need to score or stop it, and then the Jets need to score. See, yeah. This is why Clinton needs, like, intravenous caffeine.
And Elmeister going to run. I mean, he is a scrambling quarterback, and he does not get very much. 2nd and 10.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall.
That was looked like a design keeper, and I'm just like, that was probably not a good play call.
Well, it probably better than passing it and getting intercepted. They pass it again, and they get how many yards on that one? They get about 6 yards, 3rd and 4. Big play for the Jacksonville Jaguars because if they can prevent a first down, they might have a chance in getting the ball back. I still can't get over that invisible coach glitch.
Well, yeah, but they're still gonna go. They're still gonna.
And they get the first down. Oh wait! Never mind. For a moment, I thought he caught it, but instead he dropped it, and that was intended for Diamond Light. Sorry.
That was a nice hit, though, and that'll keep them to a field goal. So that's not a bad thing.
We'll see how far. We'll see if they even go for it. Because you saw what happened with Jacksonville when they went for it. No, they are going to go for it. Okay. From the 42. And they... It is good, just barely though, but good.
Well, we know where that guy's range is.
short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there.
Yeah, Jacksonville has got to stop making mistakes, or they're going to be out.
Yeah. And I mean, and these are two very talented teams. At least when it comes to the talent that was drafted, but not so much everyone else that's around them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
And they take it to the 24 by Westbrook. Ooh, I was just stretching my my arm and my neck, and I just felt the pop, but it actually felt good.
Not a bad return. Let's see what Jinku can do on this drive.
And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown.
So far, Najee hasn't registered a tackle, and neither has Lewis, but I'd have to imagine their presence is helping the rest of the defense out by being able to get open. And they get a first down and go out of bounds, which stops the clock for those who don't know. But anyway, so yeah, Rem, you and like you, me, and the rest of Weapon X in Kyle and Mobmen are going to take on Miami, which will consist of the McGrumps guys. That's going to be a great matchup for the division series. But for Clinton, I mean, the Denver Broncos, like, what are you guys hoping with whoever wins this?
Honestly, I have no fear of either of these teams. Looking at their secondary, it's not that impressive. And
nice draw
I don't
play.
think they're going to be able to stop Clark. I don't think you're going to be able to stop me either.
Yeah, and then of course you can't forget DKO on defense.
Oh yeah, DKO on defense is going to help solidify that linebacking core.
I mean, they already have Von Miller.
Yeah, but one player can't get it done. We've proven that in every single sport.
Yeah, but of course with it. Oh, I thought that was a first down, but apparently he was out of bounds, so it's 4th and 3.
He might not have gotten both feet down. And that is not what you need for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And they will have to punt.
It was the bottom half that was in question.
Oh, boy, that's not good for the
And
Jets.
that's going to go into the end zone. That's a touchback. Yeah, I am planning on doing Jackbox at some point. I've also been busy behind the scenes making 2 new wrestlers. I mean, because I had recently had a guy that left, and then I had another, and then I had like what is it, the Killer Bees? Do you remember the Killer Bees back in the '80s, Mr. Clinton?
Yes, I do.
So I've had them for so long that it's like, okay, I got to freshen that up. So I brought in 2 new guys in their place, and nice catch there by number 87. I can't see his name.
I can't remember 87.
Oh, Brown.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense.
That just goes to show how little we know of him.
Well, I mean, he's probably a young player, hasn't made a huge splash in the league yet. Because, you know, these 2 teams have a lot of young talent usually because they're usually near the bottom of the league.
Absolutely. I mean, so I have to imagine that with Diamond Light showing us how much of a threat he has turned into and how much we know him to be, that's opened up other options for the rest of the Jets. I'd have to think.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna have to double team Diamond as often as they can.
All right, 2-minute warning.
They can't afford it.
The Jets 10, Jacksonville nothing.
Yep, and all the Jets really have to do now is they could score on this drive and then just milk the clock for the rest of the game.
Yep. The worst thing that the Jets could do is get too aggressive and then they get picked off. And then, wait a minute, Elmeister has to run for it, and he'll fall short of the first down, but he gets a good amount of yards, 2nd and 5. So,
impressive play by Elmeister.
I mean, that was the type of play that helped him, Tanman, as Tanman was the wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans, and Mopman was a middle. Ooh, that almost got picked off. That almost got picked off.
Oh. Don't get too aggressive. Take what the defense gives you. Don't be dumb and throw it in the coverage.
Okay, so Joshua James is number 51 on this team. Okay, I was like wondering, where's James? Oh, there he is, right there. Anyway, 3rd and 5. And they get another first down and then some. And they get him at the 20, but that's a huge play by Le'Veon Bell.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Great out of the backfield as a receiver, great runner. He's been good ever since he entered the league. You don't underestimate him.
You don't. And Price wasn't able to get to him. But finally they got him, but now but of course the time is ticking away, but at least they have the timeouts to do it.
Yeah, they're in good field position. They have plenty of time.
And they get another completion, and he gets away, breaks a tackle, and it's a touchdown. Jets.
And the Jets are just destroying them today.
And it was Crowder who got to it. Crowder gets the touchdown.
Like you said earlier.
Sorry, I'm done.
Like you said earlier, it's all good. Diamond Lights need to be double covered is opening up opportunities for everybody else, and they're taking advantage of it.
I mean, so yeah, they never truly had a number 1 receiver. They had a bunch of number 2s, and we all know how a bunch of number 2s are. If you're not number 1, someone's not going to get open. That's about as simple as I can make that. Okay, so now it's 17-0, but as we all know, leads are never safe.
Oh, no. No.
Well, you already had a touchdown, Diamond, from a pass by Elmeister.
Diamond, you're actually making a huge difference in this game.
Yeah, not just because you scored a touchdown, but because of your presence. It's opened up the offense for everybody else to get some.
Elmeister's able to spread it around, and that's causing it trouble for Jacksonville.
And on defense, Najee and Lewis, I mean, sure, they haven't done anything like personally per se, but I have to imagine that Lewis is shoving back the offensive line that is opening a lane for probably another defensive lineman or a linebacker or a safety or two to come in and blitz the quarterback.
And I've noticed that when the Jets throw the ball, they're throwing it after the receivers get to the past the linebackers, which is keeping it away from Najee.
Do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right.
Well, if you're Jacksonville, you got to score and score quickly because the longer it takes you to score, you're pretty much not going to get it done. And you also have to hope that the Jets piss away the lead, because we have seen it in the past where the Jets have pissed away a lead and they ended up losing.
Yeah, that.
And not a very good pass either. I mean, that was not even close.
I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But
all right, so 2nd and 10, 54 seconds left. And they get a bullet pass, and Well, they don't get the first down, but he was forced out of bounds, so that does stop the clock. So that's actually a good thing.
Yep, conserves the time, and
that's also
do something.
And also, what Walter said, AEW is going to be at 100% capacity at double or nothing. I'm pretty sure they'll still require the mask to be a thing. But anyway, a completion and a first down, and they will take their first time out. And it is at the 42-yard line, approaching halfway.
Yeah, they're going to have to at least get a field goal, preferably a touchdown on this drive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've got to get back in this game. But they're way behind, especially with the time limit.
And of course, it doesn't help that Elmeister is a touchdown throwing machine. And they get it to Westbrook. I don't know if... Nope, he fell short of the first down, and they have to burn a timeout for that.
Oh. And it doesn't help that their defense is has more holes than Swiss cheese.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, so 2nd and 1. Jenku gets it to... Whoa, what a catch! A spectacular catch, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. DeValve.
Brilliant play right there. That's the best thing that Jacksonville could get right now.
And they still have their one timeout left. Seth DeValve, that's his name. Okay. But that was a great catch.
He made a good play there. Made sure his feet were in bounds, got a hold of the ball. That is how you catch a ball near the sideline.
Now they're at the 17. They still have one timeout left. And Jenku. Ooh, that almost got picked off again. But this time from the Jets. But still, 28 seconds left, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, both Jenku and Elmeister need to calm down, take a breath, and not force passes.
Jenku. And, nope, incomplete right there. 3rd and 10, 24 seconds left. They only need 10 yards just to get a fresh set of downs, but obviously they want to get that touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, so 24 seconds left in the first half here. Jenku gets a screen pass, but they don't get very far, and they will have to call timeout. But yeah, they were blitzing him, and Jenku knew this, so he had to throw the screen pass, or else it would have been much worse.
So the question mark is on the coach now. Do you take a chance and go for it and possibly
fail,
get burnt, or do you kick the field goal? Yeah.
And they're going to kick the field goal.
I don't even know who that coach is. He looks very odd to me.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that Jacksonville finally is on the board. 17-3 now.
Smart drives. Good play by Jenku. Just couldn't get to the touchdown, but at least they're on the board.
All right, so now the Jets will have 13 seconds. I highly doubt they're going to get a touchdown, but you never know.
I doubt they'll even go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they just run the clock out.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if they pull a Buccaneers Packers touchdown before the half touchdown pass, if you remember.
I do, trust me, I do.
Anyway, well, they get to the 26-yard line, and they have 9 seconds to make something. But to your point, though, it would probably be the best thing for Elmeister to just simply take the knee and go to the half.
Oh, yeah.
Because to your point, I mean, the worst thing he could do is throw it, and then it gets picked off, and they score a pick six. So we'll see what Elmeister does.
We've seen that too with Richard Sherman.
Oh, they hand it off instead, and I think they're just going to run out the clock, and Jacksonville has no more timeouts, so they can't even use any. And that's going to end the half.
Yeah, plus if, I mean, let's say Bell does break, I know he doesn't, but let's say he does in that situation break enough tackles to get loose for a touchdown. Because we've seen that happen too.
It has.
It's a 2-touchdown difference. As the teams have already come back out onto the field.
It's been interesting. They're fairly even in passing yards, but the running games haven't been able to get going that much.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I mean, Najee's happy that like his team is doing pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that would be the case if you had a lead as big as this. You'd feel good, but you also can't really rest easy.
Nope. Offense just gotta play smart, and defense just gotta get stops.
However, it's the Jets that will get the ball first. And Diamond Light is also going to be the returner for this.
Interesting.
So now, in addition to being a receiver, now this guy could break away, and he almost broke away, but he ended up getting to the 30 instead. But that's a good return.
Yeah, that is still a good return. Decent field position to start. So.
And there's some of the highlights, including his first touchdown, then a big run by Bell when he made his first reception. But yeah, I mean, Elmeister has just torched him.
Yeah, he's torched him. He's utilized his weapons extremely well. Good day by Elmeister. Now he's just gotta keep going like he's going, and he'll be good to go.
So we'll see how. Yeah. The jet sweep by the Jets, but Jacksonville was not fooled as Allen causes a tackle for loss.
It's a good idea to get your run game going, but I would not be using receivers or tight ends for that.
Top receiver and lead kick returner, I like, says Diamond Light.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I mean, we're comfortable. We don't need to force anything. I don't think we won, of course.
Here we go on 2nd and 10.
Exactly.
Ooh, almost got sacked at Elmeister, but it did cause him to get an incompletion. So that was a hurried throw.
The Jacksonville defense seems to be starting to wake up.
And they couldn't have picked a good time to wake up because right now they are down by 2 touchdowns. Third and 12. This is a big one. If they want to get the ball back, they got to stop them. And they get the completion, but it's well short of the first down, and that's going to force the Jets to punt away.
Not a good start to the second half.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
But for Jacksonville, great start.
Yeah, because now this proves that they can stop them. Now they just have to be able to do it the rest of the game if they want to get back in this game and retake the lead or take it from them at the last second. All right, so a punt at the 29-yard line. He gets it away, and that's going to go into the end zone, so that's a touchback.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now.
No idea about what happened there. It could have been just a fluke drive, or it could be overconfidence. We don't know.
See what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that
On a
big
personal
chunk
note,
play
I would
right
have been
away.
so tempted to slap
Try
that
and get
camera if
after
it
them
was that
early and
close
try
to
and
me.
create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, so Jinku gets the first down and a little bit more.
And he'll be corralled right around the 30.
And that was, I didn't see who caught it, but
Pick up for the Jaguars. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here.
they didn't even
Nice
show
play
who.
there.
One big play away
Oh, that
from
was
being
Char Jr. Okay,
Follow right along with you because the spot they're in
that was a good catch by Char Jr.
They've kept that minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Aggressive call on first down, coming out with the pass.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
both. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, at some point you gotta, like, when you're down, you gotta swing for the fences, so to speak. And he breaks a tackle, and he gets a first down and forced out of bounds. Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, up until that play, both defenses have been good at stopping the run, but the passing games for both teams have just been slicing through each other.
Great run there by Fournette. Probably his best run to date.
Oh yeah, it has been.
Look at
But
that.
he's a tank. Like,
Yeah.
in real life, there's a reason Tampa Bay went after him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Because he can just smash over people.
And fakes the handoff. And Jinku's going to run it himself. And did he get enough yards to get a first down? Nope, but it's second in inches.
Nice bootleg right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
They hand it off. And did they get enough yards on this one? No, still inches. Third in inches. What?
Was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down in inches.
I would be throwing the flag if I was that coach.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Well, in any event, here we go. They hand it off again. This time they get the first down. No question about it. Fournette. It's not much, but it's just enough. But they got to keep moving.
Yeah, they do have to play. They don't have to, like, rush it, but they do need to play with a sense of urgency right now because that clock keeps ticking away, and that's less and less time.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Oh, and he ran right into Adams. Did Jinku. Jinku gets a sack, or sorry, Jinku gets sacked by Adams. Sorry.
Ouch. Not good. Not good.
Jamal Adams.
All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this is not been his.
And of course, Najee being a good team player, saying nice Adams, good.
Yeah, Jamal Adams, great safety, one of the best. There's a reason that the Jets won't give him up very easily.
I mean, you'd have to hoard your whole draft or give them something they can't refuse. And another tackle, and that's a tackle for loss by Williams. Now the Jets are starting to find their feet when it comes to their defense.
But yeah, even scoring a field goal in this drive for Jacksonville, if they can get another stop, is still a good thing because then that means they're only a touchdown and 2 point away.
And all right, so 3rd and 15 for Jacksonville. If they can convert on this, they might just have the momentum. Anyway, Jinku's going to run for it, but he will not get to the first down.
But did he get to the 35-yard line?
He got to the 32, did Burgess. Or, well, Burgess is the one who tackled him, but Jinku got to the 32.
So they can still score a field goal because the last time it was at the 35. So they're within his range.
All right, so 32-yard field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
And it is good. So now it is 17-6, New York.
That's still a good drive because you're chipping away at the lead, just like I said before. Keep chipping away at the lead. You can still get back in this game and at least tie it for overtime.
They just have to. I mean, right now they're down by 11, so it's another field goal or, yeah, another field goal and a touchdown and a two-pointer to your point.
Yeah, so it's going to be a process, but their defense needs to step up and get stops. Because if the Jets score on this drive,
and Diamond Light once again returning. Oh, but this time he doesn't get as far as he did last time, so at the 27.
It's not terrible field position.
So far, Elmeister is 6 for 9, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns already. What a game he's had.
Oh, yeah. When I judge my quarterbacks, I don't judge on yards. I judge on touchdown to interception ratio and completion percentage, which Elmeister has done well on both counts today.
And Elm's going to run, and he makes a man miss, and he gets another first down with his feet, does Elmeister. Wow. Is there anything Elmeister can't do? Oh, sorry, what did you say?
I don't think he said the Jags defense has got to wake up, and honestly, I don't know if he can kick field goals. We might have to test this theory.
What, Elmeister? Oh, yeah.
He said, is there anything he can't do?
Well, I think maybe kicking is, well, I mean, he can kick somebody's butt, but I don't know if he can kick a football.
Like, I've literally had players on the NCAA where they're playing offense, defense, special teams.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So, yeah, if the Jets score on this drive, I'm fairly certain it's over.
Since I think they're on to him, yeah. And yep, if Elm can run like this, go for it.
Exactly. Just get the ball down the field.
And they hand it off to, I think that's Bell again. Yep, it was Bell. And he gets it to, well, he gets 4 yards, and they are at the halfway mark exactly.
Well, down and distance is still a good strategy, especially when you're in the lead like this.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Elmeister goes for another run, and he gets another first down. Wow. Elm is just torching him with his hands, or his arm, and his feet.
He's decided that it's time to take over the game, and it's working.
Well, should the Jets be able to hold on, I will say this: you're not going to have it half as easy when you go up against Denver. I will assure you of that.
I'm sure DKO is going to be watching him like a hawk.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And yep, the Jets are taking the exact route that was smart. Keep the ball on the ground as much as you can and run that clock down.
Absolutely. They hand it off again, and They get about 3 more yards, so 3rd and 5.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
So again, that's still good position, because even if they only get a few yards, they still can kick a field goal and extend the lead even more while taking more time off the clock.
Am I stuck with my position after the game? What do you mean? Anyway, a completion to Diamond Light. And, oh, whoa, you got a flag. What's this? And it's a face mask on, I think that's Jacksonville. It is Ronnie Harrison. And he face masked a face mask onto Diamond, and that's going to give him not only the 1st down, but now that puts him at the 15.
Big mistake.
Because unless Jacksonville can get a pick, and preferably a pick 6 on their part, I think the Jets may have just won it right here.
Yeah, that just gave them the game. That literally just gave them the game. That was a huge mistake.
They hand it off to Bell. And Bell, well, gets forced out of bounds. Well, actually, no, he stayed in bounds long enough to keep the clock running. Okay, never mind.
I was going to say, if I was Joshua James, I'd be smacking Harrison.
They created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd.
I mean, Jacksonville, I mean, they brought together Insane J, but it just didn't work out for them.
2nd and 6.
And Elmeister going to run, and he gets the 1st down, but just falls short of the 1st down at the 1-yard line, as it's now 1st and goal. But my goodness, Elmeister just continues to make mincemeat out of the Jaguars. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Well, between him, Bell, and Diamond, they are just destroying Jacksonville. Bell with his inside rush, his rushing, and his receiving out of the backfield. Diamond with the pass catching, and Elmeister with just everything.
They hand it off to Bell, and he just pounds it in. Touchdown. Jets just continue their run of dominance, and if they can do this, I think Denver may get a run for its money.
Oh, I think it's going to be a run for its money anyways. I mean, but I got to say that my team's going to win, but it's just...
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
There's no denying the talent that the Jets have. It's just getting it all together.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now they were able to do it against...
Chemistry is key, and...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, they got it together here, but that will remain to be seen when we get to Denver. But as you were saying...
Yeah, chemistry is key, but there's going to be several other factors that might hurt the players in Denver. Like, Denver players are used to playing at that elevation. New York players are not. Because if I'll use UFC as an example. If you remember Cain Velasquez versus the Verdum fight, they fought in Mexico City. Verdum got acclimated. Cain did not, and Cain got tapped out.
Oh yeah, I actually heard about that fight through what is it, MMA on Point. I don't know if you've heard of that channel, but of course, ever since then, Cain became the butt of the jokes when he was called Sea-Level Cain.
Oh yeah, but yeah, elevation can play a factor. But yeah, I'm subscribed to it. I watch a lot of its videos. But yeah, Jinku, I'm sorry, dude. This is pretty much just
the
try
shits.
not to look as bad run for you.
Yeah. And it's not really your fault. I mean, it's just the rest of your team failed you. I mean, of course, and it's anyone that's done his job, and Joshua and Price, they really haven't been able to get going. Mainly for the fact that that the Jets have also, avoided trying to run plays towards them. So that's why they haven't been able to make anything. And we have a booth review. What's going on here?
I'm thinking they might not have had their feet in bounds, or they not had possession of the ball.
And the call in the field was that the receiver had possession of it.
So yeah, because they had to have both feet in bounds with possession, and to me it looks like on that replay they did. So I think the call will stand. Because he had both hands on the ball, both feet were in bounds. So I'm thinking the call will stand.
And it did. So now, right now for Jinku, we'll see what Jinku and the rest of Insane J will do for the next season. Because next season we're going to do this again. We're going to do another draft, but with the next 10 teams, but barring repeats, obviously. I mean,
yeah, I like the draft idea. It shakes things up.
Yeah. You want to know who the teams will be for the next draft?
Sure.
So, and this is in the order of who picks first all the way to last. Chicago, Philadelphia, the Los Angeles Chargers, Minnesota, New England, Arizona, Las Vegas/Oakland, Houston, Washington, and the Giants.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have a preference of playing on the Chargers, even though they're rivals of the Broncos, because of Bosa.
Oh, you mean Joe Bosa?
Any Bosa brother or Chase Young, I would be glad to play with. I'm a Bucknut, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because I have a couple of people that love to go to Chicago, some Philadelphia, some Arizona, and then we have and a completion to Fournette and sent outside. Well, Jacksonville's trying to, I guess practice their 2-minute warning play.
I think they're trying to score.
And
so
wow,
look as bad, but...
yeah, and they almost knocked into the coach, and that was Najee who took him down. But I'm surprised the coach didn't get taken down right there. Sometimes the physics in this game is kind of weird.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
And another completion and a first down by Jinku. I mean, if like you said, even if they score a touchdown, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's a bad time to get into a rhythm like this. This should have happened earlier in the game.
And they get Fournette to the 10-yard line, 2nd and 2. But for the Jets, they will be taking on Denver. We've already established that Cincinnati and Miami will face each other.
Oh,
so
that will be interesting, depending on the weather.
Yeah, because Cincinnati. Well, it's going to be at Miami, so I probably should mention that too. But yeah, I mean, Cincinnati has the Weapon X guys. That includes your boy TJ. And
Cincinnati's got some good pieces for the regular players as well.
Mm-hmm.
So nice play by Jacksonville there, but again, too little, too late.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, where was this when you guys needed it the most? And nope, that's not. Oh, wow, they didn't even get. Wow, that was close to being a touchdown right there. Well, they got 1 second, and it's 4th and 1. What do you do?
Throw it. Do what you just chuck it into the end zone. What do you got to lose?
Yeah. Or are they going to go for the field goal?
If they go for the field goal,
No, they
I
will not
swear
go
I'm
the.
going to teleport into the game.
No, they will not.
Into the
Okay.
game and smack the coach.
All right, here we go. Last play of the game, and not even close. Not even close. That's it. So
see ya next year, Cons.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
So for Insane J, they will have to go back to the lab. But for the Jets, they move on, and they will take on Denver.
Wins championships.
And we will show them no mercy.
Okay, so there's a picture between Lewis, Elmeister, and Insane One. They were taking pictures at the end of the game. But for Mario Party TV's Najee, Diamond Light, Elmeister, and Lewis, they move on.
So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a fun game in Denver.
We'll find out. You know what? Let's see about that, Najee.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Wow, I mean, the Jets had every statistic except for passing yards, but even then, it was still not enough.
From MetLife Stadium.
Well, Najee, they did stay away from you a lot.
All right. Welcome back. Oh, sorry about that.
No problem.
As you were saying.
But yeah, they stayed away from you the whole game.
Yeah, they didn't want any of you.
Jinku purposely flew away from you.
Okay, so for Jinku, no touchdowns. Completion percentage was the same. He had more yards passing, but Elmeister was not that far off from him. But Elmeister wins it because he had 2 touchdowns to Jinku's none, and neither guy threw an interception to their credit.
Exactly, like I said earlier, when I look at quarterbacks, I look at that touchdown-interception ratio and completion percentage. Both were solid.
So Le'Veon Bell had... sorry.
Yeah, both had really good percentages, so they did a great job.
So Le'Veon Bell, of course, had 10 rushes for 38 yards, but he had that one touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like if you look at the Jets, they controlled the ground game.
And Elmeister had 5 rushes of his own for 42 yards. And
so yeah.
6 receptions for 66 yards for Chark Jr. Oh, here's Diamond Light. Here's the man who made it happen. He only had 2 receptions, but for 43 yards, but he had that one touchdown.
Yeah,
so he made it count.
It was enough of a difference maker to cause them to be like, no, we're gonna watch this guy.
And then Jamison Crowder. He's the guy that got the other touchdown for Elmeister when he made that passing touchdown.
Crowder's been an enigma in his career. Like, sometimes he'll play like a number 1 receiver, and then other games he's just done nothing. He's very strange.
Okay. Let's see. I'm still looking for... Well, okay, so Price he had 2 tackles. JT Price did. And Najee had 2 tackles, but both of which were assisted, so he did do something.
Yeah, because there are some players that coaches on the defense, especially facing defensively, they will game plan against.
All right, so Diamond Light had 3 kick returns for 71 yards, no touchdowns, but that also adds to the overall yards that he had. So great game.
Yeah, he had over 100 total yards, so that's a great game by him.
Also, hey, Tan Man, what's up?
Hey, Tan Man.
Tan, if you want to join the commentary booth, you're more than welcome to. Or if not, you could just stay right there. It's fine. But it's great to see you, Tanster.
But yeah, Jinku or Elmeister, those two would be quarterbacks I'd love to have as a coach. Just they were accurate. They didn't make mistakes with the football. The only thing Jinku did wrong was kind of sometimes force passes when he shouldn't have.
Yeah, and it also didn't help that one of his receivers fumbled the ball.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
And I mean, credit to the Jets defense for making it happen. But that was a mistake.
Yeah. These defenders today are strong, fast, and they know how to just stick their fist in to pop the ball loose. So you got to hold tight the football all the time.
Okay, just to catch my breath. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I got my. I should also mention I did get my second shot of the vaccine. Yeah. And oh, I got a message. Let me see what this is. Wait, what happened?
We got the blue screen for a few seconds.
The blue screen?
Yeah, but it's fine now.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
So, all right. So yeah, Tanner, would you like to join in the commentary or no? I'll send you an invite either way, but. All right. So Walter Johnson's ready for his game. Okay, where is Tanner sign? Okay, well he's not online right now, but okay. Thanks for the offer. Okay, not a problem then. Okay. Let's get it.
So who is our next game that we're looking at?
Oh, PPF, what's up? You were drafted by Detroit. I don't know if you knew that.
Hey, PPF. San Fran. That's going to be a tricky matchup right there for whoever they're facing, because that defense is really good.
Yes, and I knew that. Hi all in the commentary booth in chat. Okay, so Walter's here, so I don't have to contact him.
Oh, this is a strength versus strength matchup right here. Niners' strength is the defensive side of the ball. The Falcons' strength is the offensive. So this is going to be an interesting little game right here.
Okay. Okay, so I can't contact Josh Brooks. I mean, I could, but I'd have to contact him through other means, but I'll contact the others.
But yeah, guys in the chat, let's see what you think of this matchup.
I'm just saying to Darius, good luck on the field, bro.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. I really do think San Francisco does have a slight edge, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, it's not like the Falcons had never beaten the 49ers either.
Oh, yeah. It's just Kittle's going to be a hard matchup, so somebody's going to have to lock him down. Because to me, that's going to be the key matchup, the Falcons' defense versus San Francisco's offense.
So PPF is going for the 49ers to win. Not a bad choice.
So we've got one for Atlanta and one for the Niners.
Let's see. I'm surprised Retro Wolf hasn't showed up because like he was practically wanting to be here, but I'm like, but it just goes back to my point. It's like if you're not watching the shows regularly, then I can't really make plans for you. And that's in general, rather.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you can only do so much as a streamer. You can't please everybody in general.
No.
But let's see if home field helps the Falcons out here, because that's going to be another factor.
Okay, so I got Cole. I need to get Rob, the Autism Rob, and then and Munchie.
Yeah, Nick Bosa is a beast. I've watched him at every level of football. I've even seen his high school clips, and he is not an easy matchup.
Okay, and finally Munchie. And Munchie, of course, is coming off a successful season for the 49ers when she was with them again. Or then, I should say.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, what's up, Cole? You're just in time for your debut on the San Francisco 49ers. And I'll be happy to tell you that you were drafted by them.
Yeah, Munchie's going to have to play a big factor in this game. So we'll see what happens, because you never know. Anybody can be beaten on any given day. But this does look like a fun matchup, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so now that we contacted everyone, let's get to it then. So Walter obviously wants his guys to do well. And Cole, of course, is on the opposite end. Let's see. Now, given how hot it is, I'm probably going to close the stadium up. The roof, I mean.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea.
How are the players on the new teams doing? Well, well, of course, you did come in towards the end of the last game, and I will say that Najee and Diamond and Elmeister, they gelled pretty well with their team, the New York Jets, and they managed to get the win. So we'll see how they do
made
here.
A huge impact on the game.
Yeah, they did.
But let's see how everybody does here in this game.
Let's do it.
And that's what I was talking about with Atkins on the Cincinnati, they got decent players. It's just, for some reason, they've never gelled.
Yeah, that we'll see if that becomes the case. If the Weapon X guys like myself gel.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Dable.
All right, so Tanner says 49ers and Falcons have usually been in the Super Bowl in this series, so I'm interested to see how this game goes. And for what team I'm on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Which was my grandpa's favorite team. But he was more into baseball. He used to take my mom and everybody to the Reds games in the 70s. But he'd catch a couple Bengals games.
Yeah. Of course the Reds were at the time they were they were royalty when it came to baseball because they were the big red machine.
This is going to be an interesting contest.
I'm still a linebacker, by the way, really as far as my position.
Your team's not going to benefit at all.
And also for the players who got eliminated, like Jinku and Joshua James, if you're still in the chat, you can change your position if you feel that it would be better served for the next draft or whatnot. So you're more than welcome to change positions if you feel that it would help you in your draft stock. Well, anyway, here comes Jimmy Garoppolo, who came off a successful Super Bowl run last season.
If you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing him,
yeah, he's just gotta be smart with the ball here and make plays. Don't rush anything. He should know that under who he learned under.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see who. Well, we'll find out what the lineups in this one are when we get to them. 1st and 10 at the 29. Fakes the handoff. Garoppolo. And no, not even close. And now we're going to get a good look at the San Francisco 49ers offense. Cole Weston was recruited to be the center. And of course, Munchie is still at wide receiver, still with the 49ers, though. But yeah, Cole, you were drafted as a center because they only had one center left.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Any thoughts on that part?
Yeah, Cole, I think, helped solidify the line. And I also think that it's going to be,
And Crawford, just as you were talking about that, Crawford somehow, let's take a look at the replay. Somehow he was able to get himself free and get to Garoppolo, so Crawford gets himself, a sack. And of course, I'd have to think that the defensive players for the I can't even talk, for the Falcons had something to do with it.
Oh, yeah. Garoppolo isn't as mobile as some of the other quarterbacks that we've seen, so that line needs to hold up. And getting pressure up the middle, oof.
And I just noticed that Cole is also numbered 69. Nice. But an incompletion and already a 4, that's a 3 and out.
Well, San Francisco, I don't know if it's the crowd getting to them, but they're usually not this rattled.
Yeah. But on the 59, I'm sorry. Well, now they're going to have to punt it away.
The other number was funnier.
Where's me on Atlanta? Oh, they didn't even show. Oh, wow, they did not even show the defensive players for Atlanta. But all you need to know is that you are a defensive end. Yeah, you weren't even on the field long enough. Well, anyway, up next is quarterback.
Like, what happened?
Oh, sorry.
they were just like, what happened?
Yeah. Anyway,
Matt Ryan.
So yeah, Matt Ryan. And we all, I mean, of course, this is 2018 Matt Ryan. This is not like him now, but still. He still got it in this game, though.
Oh, yeah. He's more than a solid quarterback on this game. It's just...
They hand it off to, I believe that's Josh Brooks, a.k.a. JWE, number 31. And here's the offense. Then, of course, you have Julio Jones. And, of course, the running back is Josh Brooks. As you were saying, sorry.
Yeah, the Atlanta's got two really good running backs, not just Josh Brooks, but don't forget about Devontae Freeman.
Oh yeah, they have a two-headed monster when it comes to running, so that would definitely help them when it comes to sharing the load. And they get the first. Well, sorry, it looked like they were going to be short of a first down, but they do get the first down, and it was by Stalker. Not that Stalker, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in this matchup because, like I said before the game, this is strength versus strength right here.
Strength versus strength right here, and they fake the handoff. Ryan gets it to the open man, and that was number 14? I can't see his name. Oh, Hardy.
It's going to come down to coaching strategy. Who has the better coaching strategy? At least when it comes to Atlanta offense versus San Fran defense. And right now, it looks like the Atlanta offense has the better strategy.
I mean, of course, San Fran last year, they had 3 defensive players. They only have 1 defensive player that was drafted. Oh, but that time, Devontae Freeman runs it, and he gets run into the ground by Buckner.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about Buckner, but he's another really good guy on the defensive line. So that San Fran defensive line is going to have to get pressure. And they have the means to do it.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan, pressured, gets the screen pass and gets a couple of yards short of the first down, but much better than where they were. As now it is 3rd and 3.
That was a good play. It was a smart strategy. San Francisco being aggressive. Atlanta took advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
All right, Ryan, another first down. And that was, I can't see his name. Oh, that was Freeman, who also doubles as a receiver. Man, I'll tell you one thing. You know, ever since Marshall Faulk, I mean, sure, he may not be the first, but he was the first to really put, to give, running backs a second life because.
Oh yeah, Faulk's my favorite running back of all time. Anytime I make a fantasy team of
they give it to Devontae Freeman, first down, and he gets to the 3, and right now Atlanta is going on all cylinders when it comes to their running game.
It just seems like right now there's just too many weapons on Atlanta's offense for San Francisco to handle. Because whoever isn't running the ball in the backfield is doubling as a receiver, whether it's Brooks or it's Freeman.
Mm-hmm. And a short pass, and that's it. I mean, he was just right in front of the doorstep, and he gets to it. So Atlanta gets the first score.
That was well coached, well executed drive.
Like nobody picked up Hooper.
Ryan,
don't you? Because he's turned into his bench.
It just seems like right now, without those extra people on defense for San Francisco, that there's just too many weapons on Atlanta's side, so they're going to have to make some adjustments.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Otherwise, and on the offensive side, they got to get a better run than what they got, because they got 3 and out. And that's a good, yep, that's the PAT is good, so it's 7-0 Atlanta.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off.
So, yeah, Walter, while you weren't on the field long enough to even get the introduction, your team manages to get the score, so I'm pretty sure you didn't really mind too much.
Yep, just don't get too comfortable because no leader's safe. But it seems like to me that San Francisco may be out of sync today.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, they had a couple of linebackers, they had some defensive ends, but they also don't have Jay Vertis anymore. They don't have the J train anymore.
Yeah, and Jay Vertis was a big reason for their Super Bowl run. That's why I thought he should have been MVP.
Yeah.
Honestly, without him, I don't think him and Munchie, I don't even think they would have been there.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, the others did step up though. Anyway, there's Johnson. I think that's him at number 90. Now, I should also mention on a side note, Mr. Clinton, is that remember when you said he had to put on a few pounds?
Yeah.
Well, part of the reason why he weighed as little as he did is because in the game he's 42 years old.
This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, I get that. I was just looking at the weight. There's not many at that weight.
Oh, nice screen pass and a first down. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So that's their first down, and that was to the man with only one foul, Juszczyk. Sorry.
So yeah, San Francisco needs to do something on this drive and wake up.
Well, that was a good first start for them to get that first down. Now they and yes, McQueen is on your team. She is a linebacker. She went from being a tight end to a linebacker, being that the linebacker position for Atlanta was very much like with the center position in San Francisco. It was kind of running low, so that's why she converted into being a linebacker. Is McQueen.
And yeah, both teams have a lot of weapons on both sides of the ball. It's just they got to use them.
All right, so 1st and 10. Yep, they run the play off, and they get to, I think that was Rob Parks, aka Autism Rob. He gets a run, but it's a no gain. As we get to the end of the first quarter, and at the end, it is 7-0 Atlanta.
So yeah, Atlanta's defense playing solid so far. Let's see if they can get a stop on this drive.
Yeah, because right now San Francisco is approaching the end zone at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Garoppolo gets another first down, and they get to the 19. Samuel with a catch, and that's his first for 15 yards.
Well drawn up play. Looked like they were using the man coverage, and Samuel went inside. And because he went inside, he was able to use his body to box out the corner and get the reception.
Okay, so Cole was right. He is 59. Well, number 59 on the team. They hand it off to Parks. and gets a much better run this time for 5 yards. So now it's 2nd and 5 at the 15.
There's the zone blocking run scheme I miss. That was always good for the NFL in my mind.
And of course, Parks was drafted at least in part for the fact that Jay Vertis was taken. So
Vertis is a beast of a running back. There's no doubt about it.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up.
All right,
Parks
so
is doing more than his share to try to catch up.
And 3rd and 2.
Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They fake the handoff, and they get the first down, and, they get it at the 1. Now it's 1st and goal at the 1 by Dwelly. Dwelly, that's a name you don't see very often. And the tackle was made by McQueen.
Nice touchdown saving tackle by McQueen. But yeah, that's as often as my real life last name. But excellent tackle by McQueen to get the ball down at the 1, but it's still, oh man.
Trying to find somebody, and he did not find anybody, and it goes over the end zone and out of play. So 2nd and goal.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well too.
Yeah, Atlanta's gonna have to tighten up the defense here.
I'm like, how they were able to get a 3 and out last time is completely beyond me, but they did tighten up and force them back 3 yards onto Rob Parks. And that was Walter Johnson who stopped him.
Nice play, nicely done. He shot right through the line and got in there and made the tackle.
Yeah, he got to him, and then Jones also helped out with that tackle to slow him down a little bit. I'll tell you what, if they reduce him to a field goal, it'll be a huge stop for them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, Garoppolo. Ooh, almost got picked off, but it is 4th and goal.
Yeah, it looks like McQueen and Wally finally looked at on their sideline and looked at their teammates and said, "Let's get something done."
Kamel Ishmael, had he not put his hand out, that might have been a touchdown. Maybe not, but he made sure that it didn't happen. And they are indeed going to go for a field goal.
It was nice double coverage because right behind
That's a fake! It's a fake! But Atlanta was aware of it. They tried to fake it, but that was not well executed. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with the San Francisco coach? Why? It's early. Why do that?
I mean, if you're going to do it, you better be fast.
What in the world?
Well, Cole, you won't have to blame anybody. You could just blame the coach now.
Yeah, that was on the coach. That was ridiculous.
Or the offensive coordinator, whoever came up with the play.
Like, at Cole, at this point, I would say
they fake
get
the handoff
and put that.
And it's a catch. Wow, nice catch. And I didn't see who it was that caught it, but they caught it for a 1st down. And that was Hardy again.
But yeah, Cole, I would get a table and put him through the table with the 3D.
Yeah, and get Munchie to help you with that. You know, just because Munchie is big and strong enough to pick him up. And Ryan with enough time, but he better get rid of the football. And a fumble! Fumble! Oh, but Atlanta recovers it, but that could have been terrible.
I couldn't see who forced it.
All right, let's see. That was number 50 of the defense. I can't see his name, but... Or Elock gives him the last ride, but... I still can't see his name. But
yeah, whoever made that play.
That was a huge play for San Francisco. Now it's okay. Well, now it's the 2-minute warning, but they have the 2nd and 21 to deal with.
But yeah, it's 2nd and 21, and it's on the 9-yard line. So even if they force them the punt here, that still gives them great field position.
Absolutely.
I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that.
And they hand it off to Brooks. I think they just want to make sure that they give themselves some room to breathe a little bit.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brendan Garden.
3rd and 17. But yeah, to your point and to your point, Clinton, that was not a smart play. That special teams play.
No. I could have coached better than that.
And they give it to Devontae Freeman, and he almost gets a first down, but not quite. And in fact, it's short by 7 yards. And I didn't see who called the timeout. Oh, that was San Francisco that called it. I guess they want to make sure they leave enough time on the clock for them to run some plays.
Oh yeah, they need to do something after that embarrassing call on 4th and goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
all right, so they kick it off, and that's going to be recovered and taken to the 31.
Yeah, the only person that honestly I think should be fired in mid-game is the offensive coordinator. I don't know if it's ever happened before, but it should in this case.
Too bad I can't actually hire or fire personnel. Because I know that if you do that, then that also changes up the playbook, and that also in turns kind of messes up the game a little bit. And I don't want to do that. The game's messed up enough as it is. I don't want to make it even worse. Anyway, Garoppolo trying to find somebody, and he gets Munchie, Deidre Lewis, and was also forced out of bounds, so that stops the clock as well.
Excellent play there. But yeah, they've got to lean on Kittle and Lewis to get the ball down the field as far as the aerial attack. There's not very many on the Atlanta defense that can cover either one of them.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
All right.
Lewis move.
Garoppolo trying to find somebody, and wait! Intercepted! Intercepted! It was tipped up. And who's number 37? Oh, that was Allen who intercepted it, but it was tipped up, and Allen was able to get it.
That was a great defensive play. There was nothing wrong. San Francisco did nothing wrong there. That was just a great defensive play to pop the ball up and then get it caught. That was just a bad luck.
Yeah, but also Ricardo Allen.
Pop it up. They hit it out of him.
Yeah, they hit it out of him, and that caused it to pop it up.
Yeah, that was just a really good defensive play.
Yeah, nothing. That was not a bad offensive play. It was just a great defensive play. Well, now we'll see if Ryan can get his bearings back, because last possession, he nearly lost the ball. I mean, he got the ball knocked out of him. Thankfully for one of his teammates, they were able to get the ball back, but still. And they get a completion. I can't see who it is. That was Freeman. 2nd and 3.
Surprisingly, we haven't been calling Jones' number very often today.
Yeah, Jones has been quiet. I'm very shocked, because he hasn't had any sort of impact in this game so far. And a catch by number 83, Cage Jr. Or Gage Jr., sorry.
I'm like, I don't have any kids.
Well, and plus, even if you did, he probably didn't look. He doesn't look like Gage Jr. No offense.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
But yeah, that was a nice throw. Good job getting out of bounds so they don't have to burn their timeouts.
And they get a screen pass, and nope, not quite enough for the first down, but Atlanta will have to use one of their first timeouts.
But yeah, that last play was also great by getting into San Francisco territory, because but Freeman's been killing it today.
Yeah, on the runs and on the and the catches, and another catch and another completion and another first down and a timeout taken up.
I think that was Hardy again who made that.
It was Hardy. All right. I mean, so far that he's thrown it to everybody but Julio Jones. I guess maybe he knows that Julio's going to get double teamed no matter what.
And
then, oh, wait a minute, he got caught. Right, he got caught by Bosa, and Bosa, to PPF's credit, we knew that Bosa was going to get him some, and he got it.
Oh yeah, the Bosa brothers and Chase Young. They're not only great talents, but Ohio State produces some really good defensive linemen, hands down. So yeah, this Bosa can play 3-4, he can play 4-3, and there's not very many defensive ends who can do both, and both Bosa brothers are two of them.
And they get it to Hooper, but nowhere close. They only get 1 yard on that, and they have to call timeout.
Yeah, the key for them now is get into field goal range. If they have any left after this, I can't see with what I'm seeing right now.
So they're at the 36 right now. 10 seconds left to go. They have no timeouts left. The only timeout left. No, they're going to go for the field goal.
Okay, interesting. It's a bit out of. It might be out of range, but we'll see.
And it is good.
That is a smart play. Take more points. It's not going to give San Francisco much at the half or the attempt to try anything. So,
I mean, obviously,
I have to give credit to Atlanta.
Yeah, credit to Atlanta.
They're playing great today, offense. Yeah, they're playing great on both sides of the ball. Their coaching is being intelligent.
Yeah, I think that might just come down to that. The intelligence of the coaches, because I really think that, them going to try to run a fake might just cost them this game.
Oh yeah. Heck, if I was Cole Wesson, I would ask you to make a call of their coach so he can challenge him to a match in wrestling.
Anyway, they get to they got into the 21-yard line. Well, they got it to the 1-yard line, does San Francisco, but great covering of the field to make it so that they don't even get to 25, which is the average start.
Yeah, the choices here are run the ball and it just go into halftime, or just huck it and try to make something happen. Those are the only two choices they got.
And instead they take the knee.
Okay, I forgot about that third option, but I usually don't take knees until the end of the game as a coach, because it's still establishing the run and trying to get things going. You can do it at the halftime, but I guess some coaches are okay with taking knees.
Of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly
but so far, I would have to think. Oh, sorry.
So we'll
Go ahead.
get right back out
I
there
would have
as
to
well.
think that so far that game, that touchdown-saving tackle that Nicole McQueen made prior to them even attempting to do that special teams trick play, had she not made that tackle, we would be talking about a 10-7 game right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nicole and Walter Johnson have been making huge plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and yeah.
But it just seems like if you look back at the stat at the halftime, it's been all Atlanta.
We'll see what San Francisco does, because right now, Atlanta now starts with the ball to start with the second half, and they take it to the 29, which is better than an average.
Well, San Francisco's defense is going to have to step up huge. They do not want to fall behind by 3 scores.
Absolutely. And but yeah, I mean, I cannot forget about Darius, who is the opposite defensive end, opposite of Walter Johnson, because Walter is, I think he's right defensive end. I'm not sure, but the other is the other defensive end. So obviously Darius has made it much tougher for them to run any running plays. But Josh Brooks does he get the first down? No, 2nd and inches, but still pretty good.
Yeah, Atlanta's rushing attack is helping them set up play action pass, and it's just Ryan's killing them with the passing game. That loss of defensive players has really hurt San Francisco.
And another play to Freeman, and another first down. Freeman just continuing to kill him.
Yeah. Brooks hasn't really had to be a factor in this game on the offense, because Freeman has been doing damage out of the slot, out of the backfield. And that's just the thing I love about running backs like that. It's just, I like guys I can move around. That's why, speaking as my manager, I made Cage a versatile player that can do multiple positions. Because that's
they hand it off again. This time they don't get very much this time with Devontae Freeman running it. They get to 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
It's a solid play for San Francisco, but so far Atlanta's been winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, and they've just been making play after play. So San Francisco going to have to tighten up.
And they get another running play by Freeman, and he gets the first down and a little bit more. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line as they are approaching the end zone.
It is. This is. If they score here, I'm sorry, but I don't like how San Francisco's operating on offense. They score a touchdown here, I think it's over.
Conversely, if you're Atlanta, the worst thing you could do is throw a pick, and even worse, a pick 6. And just like that, San Francisco would be back in. They get it to Devontae Freeman, but he doesn't get very far. And in fact, he actually lost a yard because of it.
Oof. I think that's part of the reason they're staying away from Jones, is they respect Sherman's ability.
Oh, absolutely. They don't want to throw anywhere close to Richard Sherman because if you remember when San Francisco went up against New England, Brady, well, normally he would be able to throw a pass, but then Richard Sherman proved to be the difference, and San Francisco won that game with 2 pick 6s towards the very end of that game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I had to mention that.
It's Sherman is a really good corner. He's been one since he entered the league.
And another solid run there by Josh Brooks. And I will say that, and then of course you have Retro Wolf, who is, I believe he's a linebacker, but so far they they haven't. He hasn't had too many plays thrown towards him, so he hasn't had much of an impact. And Devontae Freeman gets taken down and loses another yard, and it was thanks to Armstead.
Well, yeah, San Francisco's tightening up. They realized what situation they're in. Because 13-0 is a heck of a lot more manageable than
17-0.
17. Yup.
Good play there by San Francisco to tighten up, like you said. But they're going to go for the field goal is Atlanta, and gets it off, and it is good.
So, yeah, I mean, to Cole's point, yeah, the defense is doing solid now. It's just that opening drive kind of threw them for a loop, but the offense is what's killing them. They miss the J-Train's running and pass catching ability. They just need to do something. Because McQueen's made plays, Johnson's made plays. And it's not going to be an easy comeback, but it's possible.
This fielded at the 2.
It's now number 90. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because you changed teams when you had a brief spell with the Eagles. Last year. Or last season, I should say. Sorry.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
So yeah, key here is that they're going to have to play with a sense of urgency and make some plays, but don't be stupid and throw an interception. That's the last thing they need.
And Rob Parks goes for a run, but he doesn't get very far. Oh yeah, and Walter, your playing mate. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say Darius is number 91, and you're number 90 on the team, so that's kind of funny. As you were saying, I'm sorry.
Some of the most unselfish players on
But yeah, the run defense for Atlanta is doing really well, and I think having two really good defensive ends is also helping that, because it's making it difficult to win the battle at the line of scrimmage, because you've got to put a double team on one of them, but then that leaves the other one-on-one.
Hey, Cruz, what's up, man? And a screen pass, they get it, but number 14, or 44, I should say, whoever number 44 is, he couldn't even. Oh, that was Juszczyk, but he couldn't get. He couldn't bust out the speed fast enough before the other defenders were able to catch him.
I'm sorry, but that's another boneheaded call. Hi, Cruz.
And also, what's up, Cruz? And broken Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. He's a fullback, and they're throwing a screen pass to him when they have Rob.
I don't get that. And they have to punt it away. They get it to
Cole, he's on
the 25.
Cole, to answer your question, he's a fullback. He's slow. He's not fast, and it made no sense to run a screen pass to
him,
a fullback.
Yeah.
Coaching is what's killing San Francisco right now. Bad offensive play calls, left and right.
And Devontae Freeman, another first down run. And that's going to be the last play for the third quarter as we go into the fourth.
I think Atlanta's got this, and it's nothing against the talent on San Francisco. It's not. They're really, really good, but the coaching is just so awful on the offensive side of the ball.
I mean, I could
boneheaded play after the other.
Yeah, a lot of boneheaded plays. I would have said something a bit more vulgar, but I'm probably going to still my tongue there.
Yeah, I just don't want to... I don't want to get you in trouble with YouTube, so I'm holding my tongue too. But if I would have been a player, I would have ran up to the booth by now and used my helmet.
Yeah, or probably giving him a rock bottom or something.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
Anyway, Ryan gets himself another first down, and he gets it to Hooper, and they get to the 44-yard line past the halfway point. Or the halfway point. Yeah, the halfway point. Oh, what am I saying? So Hooper gets it. Good, solid play by Hooper. I mean, Hooper doing exactly what you expect him to do.
Yep, he shows why Cleveland went after him so badly in the offseason in real life.
And I can see how they got better because of him.
End who can block. Yeah. He, like Kittle and Gronk, the new guy, era of tight ends, they can block, they're athletic, and they can catch.
And they fake the handoff. And unfortunately, Matt Ryan took too long, and as a result, Bosa got to him again.
You can't hold on to the football, Matt. You, of all people, know this. But the Bosa boys are difference makers. That's why they were so hard to stop in college, because the 1 year they played together, it was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh. I now that you mentioned it, like, how could you take on two Bosas?
It was just as bad when Chase and Nick played opposite each other that 1 year as well. It's just you don't do it.
And they get the, well, he finally gets to Julio Jones, finally. And it's not for many yards, though. I mean, of course it is for, to recover some of the yards that they lost because of that sack. But now it's 3rd and 8.
Get the first down is ideal, but if you can't, try to get the 7 yards so you can be in field goal range.
And they get the first down to, guess who? Julio Jones. Oh, no, wait, he was out of bounds. I'm sorry. So they don't even get to field goal position.
Oh, no. The 2 feet. Oh. Wait a minute.
So now they have to punt it.
If I was Atlanta's coach, if I was Atlanta's coach, I might challenge that, because to me, from that angle, he looked in bounds.
Well, that's actually not a bad punt, because he punts it away, and they are going to mark it down at the 17. So that's actually not a bad punt.
Yeah, you definitely want to get him starting inside the 20. Ideally inside the 5, but that's a really hard angle to do.
Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
But if you're San Francisco, you got to get a touchdown. Anything less than that, it's not going to happen. And you got to get it quick. Garoppolo trying to find somebody. Garoppolo, he finds somebody, but not. Wait a minute, we got a flag.
Uh-oh.
And it's a face mask against Atlanta, and it was against Devore Campbell. And not only does San Francisco get the yardage, they now they stop the clock also. Anyway,
Yeah,
TJ wanted to know if you wanted to join comms for today. Well, I have to run some errands, but if I do make it back beforehand, then sure, I will love to do some comms today. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing this show today, Mr. Broken Twitch. But as you were saying, Clinton, I'm sorry.
It's all good, but Atlanta needs to not shoot themselves in the foot by making stupid mistakes, like penalties.
Okay. Oh, he's going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, I have to imagine. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, so So yeah, I might be able to make the tail, or not the tail end, but the second half of the show. So it shouldn't be a problem then. And a incompletion by Garoppolo. 3rd and 5th for San Francisco. If they don't get this, it's practically over.
I don't know what is going on with San Francisco today. I don't know if the offensive coordinator gave him some of his stupid.
And they do get the first down, so hope stays alive as they get past the halfway point.
Yeah, I'm just hoping those 2 really bad calls don't kill a otherwise good game. But the boneheaded calls cost them what would make it an even better game.
Yeah, because they'd only be down by less than a touchdown. Well, a touchdown is 6 points, and then they could get the extra point and take the lead right then. But no, instead they're down by 13, and again, it just goes back to the play, the touchdown saving play that McQueen made, Nicole McQueen.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to look really good on her part.
And honestly, if I was the game ending out and I awarded player of the game, it would be McQueen because of that play.
Anyway, a completion to Deidre Lewis, and she does get the first down for San Francisco.
Yeah, Lewis is such a hard person to defend because she has the size of the tight end and the speed and hands of a wide receiver.
Yeah, and the speed of a high-end running back, especially someone like a Barry Sanders.
Yeah, so it's hard to defend that kind of player. It's similar to what I would say Gronk. Gronk is exactly like that.
He's got good hands, too.
Yeah, and it's plays like that, like coaches like myself love, is because we can move them around.
All right, so he gets it to, I can't see who that was, but, Toilolo. But
both
now
quarterbacks have been doing good at.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, now I forgot what I was going to say.
You were saying 2nd and 4?
2nd and 4th, but that the quarterbacks have been doing well with turnovers or lack thereof on their part.
And spreading the ball around.
And Toilolo gets a first down, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock.
Nicely done. Both hands on the ball, both feet in bounds. That was perfectly caught football. And wide open. Atlanta must have been running zone.
All right, so a minute, 30 seconds left to go. And Garoppolo, nope, incomplete.
Yeah, the last thing he wants to do is throw an INT here. Because they got to score, get the ball back, and score again.
All right, not a problem. And also, Walter, this is the last game, so we're going off the air after this. So anyway, and Deidre Lewis making a big difference as she gets herself the touchdown, and just like that, it is now a one-score game.
Nicely done by the San Francisco offense. That is what they needed. I would love, as a coach, to have a player like Brooks, player like Jay Vertis, player like Lewis, that I can move around and utilize in different ways. Because Lewis is a really, really good player.
All right, so now it is 13-7, so this is not over. So, because if Atlanta, or rather, if San Francisco can somehow, some way get the ball back, they have a chance. but if you're San Francisco, or sorry, if you're Atlanta, you want to try to run the clock down as much as you can.
Yeah, the question mark for the coach is, are you going to try to get the onside, or are you going to trust your defense?
But even so, Cage, you have a tremendous linebacker in DKO. You have a running back in Chris Clark, who has made a difference for New England when he was there, and Logan, who was a Super Bowl finalist when he was with the Buccaneers. So you have some good players there. And, well, they tried to go for the onside, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Hey, Blake.
What's up, Blake?
That's the risk you run with the onside, because now Atlanta's inside their territory, and they don't necessarily even need to score, but they could.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Yeah, because unless you had Pat McAfee, there's no way you're going to make that onside kick.
Yeah, the only thing I would do here is because they have all 3 timeouts, run the football. Do not take a knee, because that'll just waste your entire series. Run the ball, force San Francisco to use their timeouts. So even if they do get the ball back, they
run it.
No way.
They run it, but they don't get very far. So that's the first timeout that the Niners have used, so it's 2nd and 11.
It's still a good strategy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We'll see what Atlanta does here. They fake the run, and it looks like they're going to pass. But can he find somebody? He does find somebody, and it's a little short of the first down, but... No, it is the first down. Oh, my gosh.
Good play. Stay in. Yep, did the correct thing on a pass. Stay in bounds. Keep the clock moving. And that way, you're still going to run out the clock. And even if you're forced on 4th down here, you can kick a field goal to put the game out of reach.
Pretty much. And no, they took a knee?
What? That was a big mistake.
Well, now San Francisco has no more timeouts left, though. That's the problem for them. But I'm not sure why you would take a knee.
Because the game, if they get the ball back, even without no timeouts, it's still a chance they could.
They took a knee again. What the hell's going on here?
Oh, they're going to try, now that they can run the clock out, they're just going to take knees now. But next down is 3rd down, so it's like,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they knee again. Yeah, they ran out the clock officially.
I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
I just didn't understand doing the knee when they still had that timeout left. I still
and they're going to go for a field goal. And it is good. Or no, it's not good, but it doesn't matter because time is up.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game.
But in any event, the Atlanta Falcons got the win.
But San Francisco has no reason to hang their head because it wasn't their fault that they lost. It was 2 really boneheaded coaching calls.
Absolutely.
That killed them. So I would say, Lewis, Cole, you might want to go find your offensive coordinator and, pile drive him on the concrete.
I thought they were going to put him through a table.
After the table spot, of course. Do both.
Well, with this win, Atlanta will take on Dallas in the divisional round.
watching the NFL.
And of course, we all know
That's going
that.
to be an interesting game.
Yeah, because Dallas has itself a real good quarterback. He's got a couple of weapons and a strong safety in James Gamer.
Which Dallas is.
Oh, look at Cole.
Cole. Ignore the screaming.
All right, not a problem, Walter. And congratulations. I'll see you next week for the divisional round. But anyway, so both quarterbacks did okay, but Ryan was the better quarterback in that. Not just because he had more yards, but also because he had a better touchdown-interception ratio with 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and Garoppolo's interception was kind of a... I don't want to say it was a fluke because it wasn't. It was just a great defensive play on the other end.
It was. But that is my favorite kind of completion percentage to see on Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
94. I love to see that on a quarterback.
And here's something that you might like from a rushing standpoint. 8 attempts for 39 yards for Devontae Freeman. Sure, no touchdowns, but the fact that he got a lot of first downs with that kind of yardage says a lot.
Same with Brooks. You look at his 4 for 25, 6.2 yards per carry. I would love that.
And on the receiving end, Devontae Freeman also was a beast. Because he had 6 catches for 53 yards. Justin Hardy also had a good game, and as did Aditra Lewis with 3 catches for 36 yards and 1 touchdown.
But the more important stat for me, I'm looking at for Lewis, a 12 yards per catch. That is a first down a catch.
It's always good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then Julio Jones, of course, had only 1 catch for 10 yards, but being he was doubled for the most part, you really can't blame him for that.
Oh yeah, San Francisco set up their zone coverages to double team Jones the whole game.
All right, so now for the defensive end, guys, I mean, of course you have Bosa. It starts with him. I mean, he had 4 tackles, and he had 2 sacks.
Oh yeah, Bosa is a nightmare to try to block for anybody. Buckner's solid.
Yeah.
Ishmael had that amazing interception.
Oh, that's right, he did. Ishmael. Was it Ishmael?
Yeah.
Wait, let me take a look.
Yeah,
Who had that interception?
Either he was the guy that knocked the ball loose, or he was the person who intercepted it. But he was in on the play.
Oh, it was Ricardo Allen who had the interception.
So it was Ishmael who knocked the ball loose.
Mm-hmm. And, oh yeah, here's Walter Johnson. Here's Walter. He had 1 tackle, and it was a tackle for loss.
Which is, and I believe it was on a 3rd down, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. And lest we forget about, where is she? I'm looking for there she is. Nicole McQueen. She only had 1 tackle, but it was the biggest tackle that she could have ever made.
That's like the ankle grab in the Super Bowl. And yes, I refuse to call it the tackle. It was the ankle grab on Kevin Dyson. Back in '99.
Yeah, I still remember it as if it was yesterday. Also, welcome back, Joshua.
You had a solid game, especially when it came to yards per rush. That was one of the best yards per rush I've seen in a long time. Usually that doesn't happen very often.
Mm-hmm. Well, I sure missed it I sure missed the what? Oh, I sure missed it
I'm
then.
thinking.
Oh.
But yeah, you had a really good game. It's just Atlanta has a 1-2 punch, so they aren't need as dependent on a one running back to get the job done.
That's a good thing. I mean, that's kind of good for Freeman and Brooks, who is just. I mean, Brooks has definitely found himself a winner because I mean he was with the Steelers and they were kind of hit and miss. Either they were good or they were not.
No disrespect to Blaze, but they've been that way for a while now. It's just weird.
I mean, the fact that they stuck up the joint with their loss to the Browns. Not saying the Browns are bad because they're a really good team, but
it shouldn't have been like as bad as it was, like point separation wise. I think that's the most embarrassing part because losing a close game, it hurts more, but you shouldn't be surprised with those two teams.
But nonetheless, though, well, for Joshua and the rest of Quadruple J, or Insane J, sorry, and for Cole and the rest of the 49ers, it's back to the lab. But for everybody else, we're now down to 8 teams. And Clinton, before I end off the show, do you have anything to say? Oh, not a problem, Cole.
I think that, like I said, San Francisco has nothing to hang their head about. It was just 2 bad coaching calls, and these were 2 really good games today. And have fun, everybody.
Have fun, and I will see you guys next week. And also, do check out the Broken Twitches show, which will be later on today. But for now, I gotta get going. I gotta go run some errands. Until then, have a great day, everybody. And for those of you who have Discord, you will then know what I have planned. But until then, have a great day.